officials say Dane County COVID cases are once again climbing. Could the mask mandate return?
Plus, in honor of Earth Day, Governor Evers announces a new Office of Environmental Justice that will work to fight global warming.
And Russia makes its goal known as forces continue to pummel cities all across Ukraine. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Some breaking news out of Washington, D.C. Police are investigating a shooting near the University of the District of Columbia.
Officials say at least 3 people have been shot. D.C. police say they are responding to an active threat. The campus and surrounding schools are currently under lockdown. It's unclear if a suspect is in custody. Police say 2 of the victims are in critical but stable condition. The other, a minor, was not seriously hurt.
Dane County health officials are urging everyone to stay up to date on their COVID vaccine.
The announcement comes as the county moves up to the medium level of COVID spread. Health leaders say the level up is due to a rise in case numbers. The 7-day average is now 159 new cases per day. Many are wondering if the rise could bring back Dane County's mask mandate. We spoke with Public Health Madison, Dane County, to find out.
We are not in a place where that's on the table right now, and let's hope that we won't get there, but I think we're pretty far from having to make those decisions.
The CDC recommends everyone wear a mask indoors if COVID spread reaches the high level. Meanwhile, health officials say higher vaccination rates have helped keep hospitalizations down. In the past 2 weeks, only 29 COVID patients were hospitalized in Dane County. New CDC data says last year, COVID was the 3rd leading cause of death in the U.S. Heart disease and cancer were the other 2 leading causes. Research shows in 2021, 415,000 people died from COVID. That number is up nearly 20% from 2020. COVID-19 death rates remained highest among people over the age of 85, but the rate was lower for that age group last year than it was in 2020. Well, will the sunshine return? Let's get a look at your weekend forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti on the weather patio. Gary?
Yes, it will for tomorrow, and that'll make a big difference in temperatures, and also getting rid of the rain will also help. As you look at visible cloud track, the clouds socked us in, but notice the clearing starting to take place across southeastern Iowa and west central Illinois. That will gradually work its way northward tonight. Most of the steadier rain and isolated thunderstorms have moved off to the east, but you can see still a couple of thunderstorms in parts of northwestern Illinois. We can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm along with some scattered showers this evening before that clearing works its way northward. But right now, nothing imminent through much of southern Wisconsin. The rain was a pretty steady soaking one. Many areas picked up around an inch of rain from Madison southward, maybe some heavier amounts over parts of southwestern Wisconsin. Here at the station, we picked up just shy of an inch of rain. That was through 2 o'clock. Low temperatures this morning started out in the upper 30s and lower 40s, but then the clouds moved in. So far, we're about at our high for the day of 50, but those temperatures will rise overnight. In fact, by tomorrow morning, we'll be around 60 degrees. The skies clear out, and that sunshine tomorrow, along with brisk southerly winds, will push the high temperature up to around 78 degrees. But colder weather again will return for next week. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Ukrainian forces are holding out in key cities in the south as Russian forces announce their goal to take full control of the Donbass region. Gloria Pazmino has the latest.
Russian forces are pushing ahead in the southeast of Ukraine with the clear goal to take full control of the south and the Donbas region. It's the first time the Russian military admits its plan to establish a land bridge through Ukraine's southern region. It comes as Ukraine receives a fresh round of U.S. support to fight back.
In particular, it is artillery, shells, drones.
Russia's strategy would connect Russia to Crimea, the peninsula it annexed in 2014. Nearly 60 days into the invasion, the Russian army has only managed partial control of southern Ukraine. Ukrainian forces in the region have stood their ground in the key cities of Mykolaiv and Odessa. In the besieged city of Mariupol, soldiers continue to hold out at a steel plant. As many as 1,000 civilians and soldiers are believed to be taking shelter there.
Mariupol is the beating heart of Ukraine today. Our guys are outnumbered 10, 15 times.
In Rubizhna, as firepower continues to rain down on them, Ukrainians take shelter.
I want to go home, she says. I've suffered too much.
Satellite images show what appear to be mass graves outside Mariupol. Ukrainian officials say it points to war crimes, claiming Russian forces dug up trenches and buried bodies. I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
And Ukrainian President Zelensky said in a video message that Russia rejected a truce proposal for this weekend's Orthodox Christian Easter, but that he still hopes for peace.
A fire that sparked Sunday near Flagstaff, Arizona is now raging out of control. The tunnel fire has already burned more than 32 square miles and is growing. Arizona's governor has declared a state of emergency, and officials fear high winds could lead to catastrophic conditions. More than 750 homes have been evacuated and more than 24 structures destroyed.
There was a lot of fire everywhere, and we were really focused on the subdivisions and trying to get folks out.
The intense fires are early in the fire season, but scientists say a 20-year drought fueled by climate change has led to a year-round fire threat in the West. So far this year, there have been about 20,000 wildfires nationwide.
If you have an air fryer, listen up. Best Buy is recalling its Insignia air fryers and air fryer ovens over some safety issues. The company says some of the fryers can overheat and pose a potential fire hazard. Best Buy says it has received nearly 100 reports of the fryers and ovens catching fire in the U.S. and also in Canada. Some minor property damage and non-life-threatening injuries occurred as a result. Customers are advised to stop using these products and return them to Best Buy for a refund. If you drive a Ford, you may need to set up an appointment with your dealer. The automaker announcing a recall of nearly 653,000 vehicles. Among those affected, the 2020 and 2021 Ford F-150 pickup trucks and the 2020 and 2021 Ford Expeditions and Lincoln Navigator SUVs. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says windshield wipers on these vehicles may fail sooner than expected, posing a potential vision issue for drivers. Ford says it has had more than 700 reports of wiper problems, but none led to any accidents.
We're learning new details tonight about an incident in Greene County after a woman was attacked by her son. The woman told investigators she believed 29-year-old Ryan Lewis was having a psychotic episode before he attacked her with a knife. That night, she went to the kitchen to get a drink, and Lewis began slashing her with a knife. A complaint says the woman's other son stopped the attack, but he attacked her again outside of their home before leaving the property. The woman was treated for injuries at a hospital. Lewis was later arrested. He will be in court for a preliminary hearing next week.
Students at Lakeside Lutheran High School learned about the importance of safe driving today. The Arrive Alive Tour is the nation's #1 ranked drunk and distracted driving awareness event, and today students experienced the real-life dangers of driving distracted, drunk, or on drugs in a state-of-the-art simulator.
So we're excited about that. We talk to our kids about safe driving all the time, but now we have a chance to actually have them feel it and to experience it, and it's hopefully a memorable experience for them that they would carry into their future as they drive their cars around.
The fatal crash rate is 3 times higher for teen drivers, and distracted driving is responsible for more than 58% of those crashes. It is widely recognized as the largest secular observance in the world.
Today marks the 52nd annual Earth Day. It started in Wisconsin in 1970 because of growing concern over air pollution and the deteriorating environment. In its first year, more than 20 million people took action to help the Earth. Today, that number has grown to billions. And Governor Tony Evers took the occasion to announce that he's creating an Office of Environmental Justice.
The office will work to mitigate the effects of pollution and climate change and how those impact underserved Wisconsinites the most. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us with more on the office and today's announcement. Will?
Right. At the core of this environmental justice idea is that climate issues impact those most vulnerable. Low-income communities generally have fewer resources to combat the effects of things like air pollution and flooding. Speaking at a school in the Milwaukee suburbs, Evers says he hopes that the new office will address those disparities.
Everyone in this state deserves to live in a healthy and safe environment with clean water to drink and clean air to breathe, period.
Evers initially included this office in his budget proposal, but the Republicans in the legislature took it out before passing the budget. The governor instead created it today through executive order, like he did with the Office of Sustainability at the beginning of his term. We'll hear more from that office's director, Maria Redmond, at 6.
We will see you at 6, Will. Thank you. A new sculpture series was unveiled today at the UW Arboretum. The series is called Canopy Understories and will be featured in 2 installations. The sculptures are part of a larger initiative to display more public art in Madison. The first phase, these Samara Flight kinetic sculptures.
Some people call these helicopters. These are the Samara seed pods that fall from our Wisconsin state tree, the sugar maple. And they represent color in motion through art. So these are sculptures highlighting that process.
Phase 2, the May apple canopy, will be installed next week on Arbor Day. The sculptures will be displayed through next April and can be enjoyed during all seasons of the upcoming year.
It is hard to find a spot on Brigadier General Joanne Matthews' resume that does not shatter an historical record.
That's true. Time after time in her career, she was the first woman or the first Native American to reach her role. Now Naomi Cole sits down with her as she's getting ready to retire. Naomi?
Her career with the Army National Guard in Wisconsin was long and decorated. She brought her cultural traditions with her from the Lac du Flambeau Reservation in northern Wisconsin. And she talked to me about how they helped and strengthened her throughout her career. In Wisconsin, she was the first non-medical female colonel, first female commander of the 1st Battalion, and the first female brigade commander in the Guard. She retires as a deputy adjutant general.
As soon as my reservation heard I made general officer, they were extremely proud. And whenever I go home, you know, they just welcome me with open arms. And when I go to the powwows with them, they help me, or they allow me to carry the Eagle staff during the grand opening. And it's just such a high honor.
She shared a number of stories from her career with me, and you can join me Sunday, that's on For the Record at 10:30 after Face the Nation for our full interview. She's now off to lead Challenge Academy at Fort McCoy. That's an alternative education program for at-risk youth.
Naomi, thank you. Next at 5, after a 2-year absence, the Midwest Horse Fair returns to Madison.
But with it comes plenty of traffic. Which roads drivers should avoid when we return? And they say laughter is the best medicine. One Wisconsin man is proving that, how he continues to beat the odds. Coming up tonight at 6.
Crushing day for the Dow, the worst day in 18 months, falling nearly 1,000 points. The NASDAQ plummets 335, S&P down 122, and we'll be right back.
Wow! Look what $1 buys right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. It's the first time we're offering savings up to 40% off, plus 60 months special financing, plus no money down on in-stock items. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart, inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
It's time. Get back to your health and fitness goals by joining Anytime Fitness for just $1. Now through May 2nd. Get a coach, get going, get fit. Join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Now through May 2nd. Hurry in today.
Broadway's Tony-winning Best Musical is Dear Evan Hansen. Dear Evan Hansen, May 10th to 15th at Overture Center. Find your tickets at overture.org today.
With broken supply chains and lives disrupted, businesses like Amazon have invested to deliver on time for you and help hundreds of thousands of small businesses gain access to millions of online shoppers. But Washington politicians have a law that could break Prime's guaranteed 2-day free delivery and threaten our fragile economic recovery. Tell your senators, don't break our Prime. Oppose S 2992. Paid for by CCIA.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the thrilling performance of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Wow!
Wow, look what $1 buys right now at Ashley. Get a Tempur-Pedic or Purple mattress for $1 a day. Guaranteed delivery within 5 days on all in-stock mattresses. 60-month special financing, plus no money down. Only at Ashley.
At the end of the day, the cost of doing nothing is far too high.
An Earth Day executive order from Governor Evers will tell you what the newly created Office of Environmental Justice hopes to accomplish for the people of Wisconsin. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Want to know what the weather is like right now where you live? Download the First Warn Weather app, and I will give you my hour-by-hour forecast. The First Warn Weather app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Community leaders and activists joined family and friends to say goodbye to a Michigan man killed after a police traffic stop. A funeral service for Patrick Lyoya was held at the Renaissance Church of God in Christ in Grand Rapids this afternoon. Lyoya was shot and killed by a police officer during a struggle after a traffic stop earlier this month. That officer remains on administrative leave pending an investigation.
With wildfires raging out west, the president is spending Earth Day in Seattle, detailing a new executive order to protect the nation's forests. This, as environmental groups say, the president is not doing enough to fight climate change. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
With firefighters predicting a higher wildfire risk this spring and summer, President Biden is using this Earth Day to unveil a new plan to make federal forests more resilient.
I just think this is the beginning of a new day.
Under the president's new executive order, federal agencies will conduct a first-ever inventory of old-growth forests on federal lands within a year and develop policies to protect older trees, key to fighting climate change because they can store more carbon, though the order does not ban the logging of older trees.
Scientists estimate that the protection and restoration of our natural lands and waters can provide more than 1/3 of the solution to climate change.
But the president has been criticized by some environmental groups as his most ambitious climate proposals remain stalled in Congress.
We've been frustrated with President Biden and the administration's unwillingness to use the full might of the federal government to address climate change.
Eric Pica of Friends of the Earth is especially critical of recent actions announced by the Biden administration to address high gas prices, such as resuming new leases for drilling on federal lands.
He's only 1 year into his administration. There's still a lot of promise in what they could do.
We need Congress to act as well.
Friday, the president again called on Congress to act on legislation to fight climate change and curb energy costs. But time could run out if Republicans take control of Congress in November's midterm elections. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
Today, the president also touted provisions from the bipartisan physical infrastructure law, which includes over $1.5 billion for state, local, and tribal forestation programs.
The Midwest Horse Fair returned to the Alliant Energy Center today. First time since 2019, COVID canceling the event the past 2 years. This is the largest three-day horse fair in the United States. It includes 300 clinics, seminars, and educational events presented by some of the top horse professionals nationwide. And with the fair comes plenty of traffic. Drivers are asked to avoid the Beltline near Park Street, Rimrock Road, and John Nolan Drive exits. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here. Gary?
Well, this is the 52nd anniversary of Earth Day, thanks to former Senator and Governor Gaylord Nelson here in Wisconsin. And just over the 52 years that we've had Earth Days, climate change has raised temperatures in Madison by over 3 degrees, Wisconsin almost 3 degrees, and the United States as a whole about 2.6 degrees, thanks to our friends over at Climate Central to provide us this information. But again, we continue to deal with global warming and climate change as the years go on, even past that first Earth Day back in 1970. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Windy tomorrow, high temperatures back into the upper 70s. And then we'll see some showers and a few thunderstorms on Saturday night into early Sunday morning. And then much colder weather arrives again for early next week. High temperatures drop back into the mid to upper 40s from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. High resolution Doppler radar. Most of the steadier rain has shifted to the east east now. We just have cloudy skies. There are some showers and thunderstorms to the south across parts of northwestern Illinois and eastern Iowa. This storm actually has produced some hail. There was a severe thunderstorm warning for it earlier, but it looks like that has expired. But we'll have to see whether or not we can, whether thunderstorms develop along the back edge of the clouds here. This is actually a warm front starting to lift northward, so we can't rule out the possibility for an isolated severe thunderstorm. Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk or level 1 risk through at least much of the western half of our viewing area. Hail is going to be the main threat. You can see that's highest here, but out to the west, a little higher hail threat across parts of South Dakota and Nebraska. You can see the high wind threat, certainly out to the west, any tornado threat back into South Dakota and Nebraska as well. Tomorrow, the severe weather threat shifts eastward, but again, we were talking about this yesterday. The storms will fire up in Minnesota and Iowa, probably weaken as they move into southern Wisconsin. So there's a marginal risk out toward the Mississippi River, but a lot of these storms will probably drop below severe limits as they move in later on tomorrow evening. Rainfall amounts, additional rainfall amounts over what we have right now, probably in the 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain. This is mainly for tomorrow night into Sunday morning, but there could be some amounts in excess of an inch in a heavier thunderstorm. Look at the difference in temperatures. 50 right now in Madison, 75 Des Moines, 85 in St. Louis, 95 degrees in North Platte, Nebraska, and then up near the U.S.-Canadian border, temperatures are barely above freezing. That's a typical spring weather pattern, and you can see dew point temperatures also climbing to the 60s into parts of western Iowa and Nebraska. So that's the moisture that's fueling these thunderstorms, but it's actually along that warm front that will bring our temperatures back up into the upper 70s for tomorrow. So skies will be partly sunny during the day tomorrow. It'll be windy with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Future track, the threat for showers and thunderstorms will probably end around midnight, and then we'll see skies clear out overnight as temperatures climb into the upper 50s and lower 60s. Highs upper 70s for tomorrow, then those scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night into early Sunday morning. Sunday we'll see temperatures in the mid 60s, and then they'll hold steady through much of the day. And those rainfall amounts, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Some areas could pick up over a 1/2 inch in a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast. There's that chilly weather early next week. Looks like it'll stick around for the end of the week, although temperatures at least will be back into the 50s. Could be some shower chances, even a thunderstorm by Saturday of next weekend. As we check out first warn traffic, right now on the Beltline, this is the view over at Stoughton Road. Traffic moving pretty steadily there. Seeing some delays, obviously, around Rimrock Road for the horse fair, and then also westbound on the Beltline around Fish Hatchery Road. Right now, about an 18-minute trip either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison from Beltline to Janesville, no problems there. A quick 15 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie is a 17-minute trip. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. Coming up, how a group of girls is overcoming the gender gap in science and engineering and protecting the planet at the same time. That's coming up next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
Shop the Spring Savings Double Up Sale for double rebates on our most popular appliance and grill brands. Shop in-stock specials like this Amana top-load washer for just $5.48. This KitchenAid dishwasher for just $7.98. This GE convection range with air fry for just $8.98. Or this LG 25 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $14.98. Shop GrandAppliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Enough! This doom and gloom ends now.
It's time for a brighter view. Let the sun shine in with 2-for-1 windows from Feldco. Plus, no interest until 2023.
2-for-1 windows from Feldco end soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage envy facials, where better begins.
Impatience is a virtue. When you know what you want, waiting isn't an option.
New Balance Madison, we got now.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it, paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lazary, and I approve this message.
Vitense Golfland offers 2 golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play great golf courses with unmatched viewing clarity. Play different sports, such as football and soccer. Have fun with Zombie Ball. Vitense Golfland provides simulator fun for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. There is still a huge gender gap in the fields of science and engineering.
But an inspiring group of young girls is defying that trend and learning how to protect the environment. Michael George introduces us to the Green Girls.
These teen girls have turned this Harlem park into their own science lab.
Ready? And go.
On this spring day, they're using dirt, grass, and sticks to create a functional water filter.
It's coming out slightly clean. It's working!
11-year-old Sophie Ba calls her experiment a success.
I think that's really essential because like let's say I was stuck somewhere and the water was like really polluted, I could use it to make clear water.
The program is called Green Girls, created by the City Parks Foundation. The young women meet weekly for hands-on lessons about the environment and how to protect it. For these city dwellers, it's also an opportunity to search for climate solutions in nature.
I think it's important because we can have like clean air, clean water, save some of the plants because some of the plants provide us with what we need, like crops and stuff.
Women make up less than 28% of science, tech, engineering, and math jobs. Program manager Myra Sanchez says with the right encouragement, that could change.
There's already a lot of stigma against young women in school. Being able to answer questions, voicing their concerns about something, and just getting the ability to speak. It allows them to build their voice, be surrounded by other young women their age, but also be able to facilitate that ability to be inquisitive.
For the last 20 years, the Green Girls program has been growing in New York City. Now they're sharing what they've learned and how to teach it with educators across the country. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And you can find the entire Green Girls curriculum at cityparksfoundation.org. We'll get a final check of your First Warn forecast when we come back.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Freshen up your home this spring with 11% off everything at Menards. Get an elegant, timeless look or a bold and contemporary style with Menards' great selection of durable, waterproof, and easy to install Great Lakes vinyl plank flooring. Add privacy and style to any room with window images, blinds, and shades. Get them trimmed to width in the store for free. Get 11% off all window images, blinds, and shades and Great Lakes flooring now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. It has an affordable rate starting at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-644-6688 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-644-6688. 1-800-644-6688. That's 1-800-644-6688. So call now.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio Enclosures.
On this Friday night, the bombshell here in Washington is House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy under fire after secret tapes reveal he wanted President Trump to resign following the January 6th riot. The late-breaking details. Plus, it's Earth Day, so as gas prices skyrocket, we take a look at the growing interest in electric vehicles. And we go on the road with the story of an unlikely friendship between a young cancer patient and a Major League Baseball player. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Then back to Gary, final check of the forecast.
Yeah, the more persistent showers have moved off to the east of us, but we're watching some storms across northwestern Illinois. Those actually briefly became severe last hour, so any storm that does pop up brings the potential at least for some hail. Right now, nothing appears to be imminent. Temperatures around 50 in Madison, cooler to the northeast. Notice they are starting to warm up to the south and west. We'll actually see rising temperatures overnight and be up to 78 by tomorrow afternoon.
Wow. We'll have more updates in 30 minutes on News 3 now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.